Welcome back to Rewild Your Life. Today I wanted to make a video about baby sign language and how it's affected us in our lives on a regular daily basis in such a wonderful way. This is my daughter Lorelei Jean. She is now almost 17 months and we've been signing to her since day one of birth. Our first sign that we really focused on was potty, as we wanted to put into practice elimination communication, and we've been doing that part-time. So potty and milkies was really our first big signs, but I learned as I went and continued to sign to her consistently. Consistency is the most important thing when wanting to teach your baby sign language. Sign language is such an awesome form of communication when babies often just notice patterns rather than being able to understand how to communicate with you their needs or desires. I found that baby sign language has reduced any temper tantrums or frustration when they're not able to fully communicate with you what they're looking for. Baby sign language has allowed our daughter Lorelei to tell us things like when she's hungry or thirsty. She can tell us what kind of drink she wants: water, milk. It's really fascinating watching their brains grow and seeing the patterns that they pick up on, seeing how quickly they understand certain things over another. For example, our daughter Lorelei really picks up on the differences in animals and fruits. She loves to eat and she loves her fishies, and so fishy has been one of her favorite signs. When we read books together, we implement our signs and we can point out different colors of fishies. She's currently learning colors, and we're able to sit down and read those books and use those signs as we go, and I think it helps her more fully understand the words I'm saying to her. Some people are concerned that in using baby sign language it slows down their vocal communication. I've not found this to be true in the slightest, and studies show that it's absolutely no concern whatsoever. That really it's just an earlier form of communication they're able to utilize. And at least in my experience, my daughter has had no shortage of vocal communication. A lot of the words she signs, she now says. And it does not actually stop her from using the signs as well, which is very interesting. Sometimes she'll just sign it, sometimes she'll just say it, but sometimes she does both. If you're interested in looking into baby sign language, I would recommend checking out Baby Signing Time. You can find this at signingtime.com. You can also find a lot of their videos at your local library, online, or even on YouTube. You can find free videos they put up. There are many books that you can find at your local library for adults, or something I enjoyed doing was just using the baby books, and it taught me the most basic signs and how to use them in everyday life, like brushing teeth and food signs and animal signs. And it's really okay to use the baby books because some of what the signs you're going to be using are just going to be the signs that they'll be able to understand right at first, like bath. There are many signs that I don't have videos of, like bath and hurt and please, and these are all things that she does as well. Being able to know when she's hurting, like from teething, or maybe she injured herself in some way that I didn't see, has been really helpful in letting me know why she's upset. She points her two little fingers together and tells me hurt, and it's usually that her teeth are cutting through and I had no idea she had a new one coming. It's really a really great tool to use. It does take some patience and a lot of consistency, but it's a lot of fun to learn something new and implement it in your everyday life. If there's a word we start using in our everyday scenarios and I don't know the sign for it, I just do a quick Google, and you can find a lot of great resources just through a simple Google search on how to do a certain sign. We start using it, and I repeat it for myself several times throughout the week so that I can commit it to memory and then be able to consistently use it with my daughter. So really, she and I are both learning as we go. I've learned so much sign language since starting to implement baby signs, and really, they're not any separate. We just do American Sign Language and use them as they apply to a baby's everyday life. She loves pointing out different animals as they pass by. She sees doggies and she'll sign doggy and she'll bark. and she'll say doggy in her little baby language. She signs daddy as he walks through the door, and she says mama if she needs something. And to be honest, a lot of her signs get a little bit similar sometimes, especially because they are similar. They're down at baby's chest and mouth level most of the time. And so occasionally they get them a little bit confused with other signs. Their motor skills aren't quite up to par with adult motor skills just yet, but it's a great way for them to hone those motor skills and learn new things, because right now their brains are absolute sponges. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really encourage you to try baby signing so as to further communicate and enhance your level of attachment parenting with your child. It's a wonderful tool. Thank you for watching.